Hey, what's going on, you guys? This is Madam, and I'm coming back to you once again. This time I'm going to go to Hollywood Unlocked, and this is a article about Eve. She recalls how Janet Jackson saving her life after being drugged and hysterical at 2007 VMAs after party. This is in the celebrities column, and I will list the article writer and all of the other details in the description, as I always do. It says in her new memoir, Who's That Girl? Eve is opening up about a time when Janet Jackson saved her life after she realized she was drugged and hysterical at a 2007 MTV VMAs after party. Before I continue with the article, I just want to put out there and stress that how important it is for anyone to be aware of their surroundings, regardless of where they are, whether it be a party or a gathering or just out in public, just keep in mind and be vigilant. Continuing on with the article, it says currently Janet Jackson is embroiled in a controversy concerning comments about Vice President Kamala Harris and her blackness. However, rapper and actress Eve appears to shed some light on the positive things Jackson has done in her past. Following the release of her new memoir, Who's That Girl?, fans are learning so many new things about the Philadelphia native. We previously shared excerpts from Eve's memoir, including stories about her stripping at 17 and quitting soon after because she was lazy, stories about getting signed by Dr. Dre and Rough Riders, stories about Jay-Z warning her about failed female rappers, and stories about her tragically suffering an ectopic pregnancy while filming her 2006 sitcom, and more. Now, since the release of her book, Eve is sharing a story about Janet Jackson saving her life after being drugged and hysterical at a 2007 MTV VMAs after party. In her book, Eve recalls attending a MTV Video Music Awards after party where Jackson once came to her rescue after her drink was spiked. Recalling the incident, Eve also shared the following from Missy Elliott there to help her recover too. She said, Missy came in to check on me, but I was just unable to collect myself. Then who walks in? Janet Jackson. I had never met her before, and so her first introduction to me was seeing me hysterical. None of that mattered to Janet. She actually just sprang into action and told people to get aspirin, water, and hot sauce and a piece of white bread. That concoction knocked me right out of my hysteria. So basically, Janet Jackson saved my life. Eve also mentioned the same incident on a 2018 episode of The Talk. While discussing the dangers of leaving drinks unattended, Eve told the host about the time she unknowingly drank a spiked beverage at a party. She again shared that upon realizing that she had been drugged, the one and only Janet Jackson came to her rescue. During her time on The Talk, Eve said, I heard this really soft voice that's like, it's okay, I'll take care of it. And I'm snot crying. And I turned around and it was Janet. Okay? That is the end of the article right there. Just something really short, but it also highlights the just having the sense of mind and the presence to, just be aware of your surroundings and your belongings, what you consume, no matter what space you are in. If it didn't come directly from you and you know that you have not, I won't even, touch drinks that I have set down if it's not like in my personal space. where I am and I can't keep an eye on it, I'll literally just toss it. And, it just also highlights as well the need to, if you are in Hollywood or beginning in Hollywood, or that's where you want to be, just be aware of your surroundings. Who knows what the outcome and repercussions would have been had no one came to her aid. Luckily, Janet Jackson and, Missy Elliott was there, and they, did what was necessary to quell that situation, to get it back normalized, so that she would be able to enjoy the rest of the evening in the event. I'm assuming that she stayed, or whatever the case was. Also, just a side note about Janet Jackson and, her, issue with Kamala Harris, saying that she's not black, she's Indian, and, that really rubbed a lot of people the wrong way. It was one post that I seen where someone was like, jokingly, I'm assuming that it was a joke, and that's how I took it as, she was like, she's up here comparing Kamala Harris blackness, but when her brother Michael passed on, he was his appearance was a whole white woman. That was a joke. People have made light of the situation or whatever the case is. I'm not more so concerned about Kamala and her blackness. I'm more concerned about her, what she's done for black people and to black people. Nobody really talks about her being a prosecutor, and some of the things about that. So I mean, it is deeply concerning. A lot of times, we as people in the black community, we tend to latch on to anyone that even remotely resembles us, or has some characteristics of us, but are they really for us? And that is the most vital point. I'm not going to sit there and vote for a person that I know is an outward racist like Agent Orange, and I'm not going to sit here and vote for a person because she tends to have some tint in her skin, and because she washes her collard greens in a tub. Okay. So, me, as far as that and the politics and the picks that we have, definitely not seeing it for neither one of the candidates, the top runners of the presidential election. What has she done in her vice presidency to reach out to, other nations of, black people or African people? What has she done, in her time as a prosecutor, where she also, incarcerated a fair number of people. I'm not sure what the percentage is to black versus any other ethnicity, but however, I don't really think that she's done enough in terms of people in general to say, hey, this is what I'm going to cast my vote on, or Agent Orange is going to win. There will always be an Agent Orange. If it's not the Agent Orange Trump, it's going to be someone else. You know what I'm saying? It's just on what your perception is and how you choose to let opinions sway. I'm not going to be caught up in the nostalgia of, oh, she's black, she's the blackest thing, she's the closest thing, she is black, she's Indian. Race shouldn't matter, because oftentimes people seem to forget, no matter the race, even in other countries, it has not made a difference. Just because they look like you and talk like you and go to the functions and you invite them to the cookout doesn't mean that they will be a good leader. Doesn't mean that they will, be capable of leading the masses into the coming years. So That's just my opinion behind it. But all in all, the thing with Eve, it was a great thing that she was there. It was a good thing that Janet Jackson, jumped into action and, made sure that she, was good. And Missy Elliott also showing up. Two nice individuals, two kind individuals that really looked out for each other. Sadly to say, there's been a lot of similar situations that have happened to people not famous and famous that had very different outcomes, and I'm just glad that they were there to assist her, because she was definitely freaking out. But let me know what you guys think down in the comments. Drop down, chop it up with me. I love to hear from you. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. And with that, you guys, I will get with you in the next one.